What creates history's most feared rulers truly? Sometimes childhood wounds become terrifying empires later. Russia once feared one extraordinary man greatly. His name echoed across frozen kingdoms endlessly. People called him Ivan the Terrible. Yet truth remains far more complicated. Ivan entered dangerous royal politics very young. His father died unexpectedly during childhood. Power surrounded frightened little Ivan constantly everywhere. Love disappeared from palace halls quickly. Rival boyars fought endlessly for influence. Young Ivan watched everything silently alone always. Cruelty became his earliest unforgettable teacher forever. Kindness seemed painfully absent every day. Fear ruled the magnificent Kremlin completely already. Trust vanished before adulthood even arrived. Every corridor concealed dangerous hidden ambitions constantly. Every smile masked possible betrayal underneath always. Ivan learned surviving required relentless vigilance daily. Innocence slowly disappeared beneath constant suspicion gradually. He discovered books offered temporary comfort alone. Knowledge became trusted companion during loneliness consistently. Religion shaped his complicated inner world. Faith mixed strangely with growing anger. His brilliant mind impressed many observers. His wounded heart trusted almost nobody. Time transformed frightened child into ruler. Russia awaited its first crowned czar. Ivan accepted unimaginable responsibilities with determination together. Great expectations surrounded his ambitious reign. He dreamed strengthening Russia beyond imagination forever. Enemies underestimated his remarkable intelligence completely. Early reforms improved government administration significantly nationwide. New laws strengthened central royal authority. Trade expanded across distant territories steadily. Military victories inspired widespread national confidence immediately. Kazan eventually fell before Russian armies. Astrakhan followed through determined campaigns afterward. Russia rapidly expanded toward eastern frontiers. Success crowned Ivan with glorious prestige. Many believed peaceful prosperity had arrived. Hope quietly filled countless hopeful hearts together. Yet darkness patiently waited beneath success. Tragedy approached without warning whatsoever suddenly. One heartbreaking loss changed everything forever. Grief poisoned every remaining peaceful thought. Suspicion consumed Ivan's troubled imagination completely afterward. Friends gradually became imagined enemies everywhere. Fear conquered even mighty emperors eventually. Russia stood before terrifying transformation silently. The greatest storm approached rapidly now. Nobody recognized impending disaster completely yet. History prepared unforgettable, painful chapters ahead. Power slowly abandoned wisdom altogether eventually. Every heartbeat echoed approaching tragedy loudly. Every decision shaped countless future lives. Ivan's destiny changed beyond redemption permanently. Russia would never remain unchanged afterward. A legend slowly became nightmare itself. Everything started with silent childhood suffering. The palace created unimaginable future consequences together. One boy carried overwhelming hidden pain. That pain reshaped an entire empire. History never forgot his transformation completely. The nightmare had only begun. Anastasia brought peace into Ivan's heart. Her kindness softened relentless inner darkness temporarily. Together they built hopeful royal stability. Russia experienced calmer, prosperous years briefly together. Wise advisors strengthened national institutions carefully always. Order slowly replaced earlier political chaos. Then tragedy struck without mercy suddenly. Anastasia became gravely ill unexpectedly one day. The palace filled with desperate prayers. Hope faded with every passing hour. Finally, she breathed her final breath. Ivan collapsed beneath unbearable grief immediately afterward. Tears soon transformed into burning suspicion instead. He believed enemies poisoned Anastasia deliberately. Evidence remained uncertain and fiercely debated. Yet Ivan accepted guilt without hesitation. Distrust consumed every remaining peaceful thought completely. Friends suddenly appeared frighteningly dangerous instead everywhere. Loyal nobles became possible traitors overnight. Fear spread across every royal chamber. Ivan trusted almost nobody anymore completely. Anger replaced wisdom inside his decisions. Mercy slowly disappeared from government entirely. Punishment became frighteningly swift and absolute. He created terrifying secret police forces. They became known as Oprichniki. Black robes covered every determined rider. Black horses thundered across frozen landscapes relentlessly. Dog heads symbolized hunting hidden traitors. Brooms symbolized sweeping enemies away forever. Villagers trembled hearing approaching hoofbeats nightly. Nobles feared unexpected accusations constantly together. Innocence offered little meaningful protection anymore. Confessions often followed unbearable torture instead. Entire families vanished without explanation overnight. Russia entered terrifying, fearful silence gradually. Nobody questioned Ivan openly anymore ever. Every whisper carried deadly consequences immediately. Every glance invited dangerous suspicion sometimes. Terror became ordinary, daily reality everywhere. Ivan believed absolute fear ensured loyalty. His kingdom slowly surrendered hope completely. Trust vanished from every relationship permanently. Fear ruled stronger than law itself. Even loyal servants feared their master. Every celebration concealed hidden anxiety underneath. Every victory tasted strangely bitter afterward. Russia changed beyond familiar recognition forever. Ivan rarely smiled with genuine happiness. Loneliness surrounded overwhelming royal authority constantly. Power isolated him from everyone completely. Grief never truly released its grip. Suspicion became permanent faithful companion forever. Darkness overshadowed every glorious achievement eventually. The worst horrors still awaited ahead. Fate prepared another devastating tragedy silently. Russia held its breath together anxiously. History approached unforgettable bloody moments quickly. Nobody escaped growing royal paranoia anymore. Every soul feared tomorrow deeply always. Fear conquered the mighty Tsar completely. His kingdom followed into darkness silently. Hope became increasingly difficult finding anywhere. Terror reached unimaginable frightening heights eventually. The nightmare continued without mercy. Novgorod became Ivan's greatest terrifying suspicion. He believed betrayal was approaching rapidly. Evidence remained uncertain and deeply disputed. Fear nevertheless demanded ruthless action immediately. Oprichnina marched toward Novgorod relentlessly together. Black banners darkened snowy horizons completely. Church bells echoed across frozen streets. Citizens prayed desperately for divine mercy. Soldiers surrounded frightened neighborhoods before dawn. Doors shattered beneath heavy blows instantly. Families clung together in terror silently. Accusations spread faster than truth ever. Innocence offered little protection anymore there. Punishments arrived brutally without hesitation whatsoever. Fires illuminated freezing winter nights ominously. Smoke covered ancient city skies completely. Countless lives changed forever that week. Historians still debate exact casualty numbers. Suffering remained painfully undeniable nevertheless always. Fear became Russia's common language everywhere. Survivors carried invisible wounds for generations. Silence replaced laughter throughout Novgorod permanently. Ivan believed harshness protected national unity. His methods destroyed countless trusting hearts. Victory felt strangely hollow afterward always. Suspicion demanded endless new enemies constantly. Trusted advisors disappeared one after another. Even generals feared sudden accusations deeply. Palace walls echoed nervous whispers nightly. Nobody truly slept peacefully anymore there. Ivan isolated himself increasingly every year. His court grew painfully divided inside. Absolute authority became crushing loneliness eventually. Every decision carried haunting consequences forever. Every triumph concealed deeper personal despair. Russia expanded despite internal suffering continuously. Success never healed Ivan's broken soul. Childhood pain still haunted every choice. Power magnified every hidden fear dramatically. Compassion slowly disappeared beneath paranoia completely. Even faithful servants remained terrified constantly. Every banquet felt strangely uncomfortable together. Every celebration masked silent dread underneath. Trust became impossible, restoring again afterward. Darkness surrounded imperial greatness completely always. Ivan's closest family feared him deeply. Love struggled, surviving relentless suspicion continually. Destiny prepared heartbreaking consequences ahead silently. One fatal argument approached unexpectedly soon. Nobody imagined its terrible outcome completely. History paused before unbearable tragedy unfolded. Fate showed no mercy whatsoever again. Russia watched its ruler changing further. Hope continued fading into darkness slowly. The greatest wound remained personal ultimately. No battlefield caused deepest suffering ever. Family would become heartbreaking battlefield instead. One moment would change everything forever. Regret waited just beyond anger silently. Time refused granting second chances anymore. A father's grief approached relentlessly now. The empire could not prevent destiny. Even emperors lose precious loved ones. The final sorrow neared silently. Nothing could reverse approaching tragedy. Father and son argued fiercely together. Tension filled every palace chamber completely. Anger overwhelmed reason within moments suddenly. Harsh words quickly became dangerous actions. Ivan struck his beloved son fatally. Silence immediately followed shocking violence inside. Everyone froze in utter disbelief instantly. The young prince collapsed, bleeding heavily. Ivan stared with horrified, tearful eyes. Reality shattered his fierce confidence forever. He rushed toward his wounded heir. Desperate hands tried stopping blood desperately. Regret arrived painfully too late already. The prince slowly lost consciousness completely. Palace physicians fought hopelessly for survival. Every effort ended with heartbreaking failure. The prince finally passed away peacefully. Ivan screamed through silent palace halls. Grief crushed his mighty spirit completely. The feared Tsar became broken father. Tears flowed without any restraint anymore. No army could undo tragedy now. No throne restored precious family bonds. Power suddenly felt painfully meaningless altogether. His greatest enemy became himself eventually. Memories haunted sleepless nights forever afterward. Courtiers witnessed unimaginable royal sorrow together. Russia mourned its fallen heir deeply. The dynasty faced uncertain future ahead. Political stability weakened significantly afterward completely. Ivan withdrew further into isolation gradually. Loneliness surrounded every remaining day constantly. Trust never returned to him again. Hope quietly disappeared beyond reach forever. His health gradually declined each year. Endless burdens exhausted weary mind completely. Fear still ruled surrounding kingdom relentlessly. Yet sorrow ruled Ivan's heart stronger. Every victory remembered unbearable personal loss. Every celebration recalled absent beloved son. Even silence carried painful memories constantly. Every prayer sought impossible forgiveness alone. Time offered healing without forgetting completely. Regret remained faithful lifelong companion forever. The mighty Tsar seemed increasingly fragile. Strength slowly surrendered before overwhelming guilt. His empire survived, despite broken leadership. His family never recovered emotionally afterward. The palace echoed lingering sadness endlessly. Greatness carried unimaginable hidden costs always. History remembered both triumph and tragedy. Neither could erase the other completely. The feared ruler faced human sorrow. Even monsters sometimes deeply mourned themselves. Compassion emerged beneath hardened armor briefly. Yet consequences remained forever irreversible always. Destiny demanded painful final chapters ahead. Russia prepared for uncertain tomorrow together. Ivan approached life's final season quietly. His legacy remained fiercely contested forever. Fear built empires yet destroyed families. Power never guaranteed lasting happiness truly. One mistake changed everything permanently forever. History would judge him endlessly. His story approached its ending. Ivan died, leaving complicated, unforgettable historical legacy. Russia remembered both greatness and terror. His reign transformed the expanding state. Borders stretched farther than before dramatically. Central authority became significantly stronger nationwide. Fear helped secure unquestioned royal obedience. Yet fear demanded unbearable hidden sacrifices. Countless innocent lives disappeared forever afterward. Families carried lasting emotional scars together. Trust became painfully difficult rebuilding later. Historians continue debating Ivan's true character. Was he visionary or ruthless tyrant? Perhaps he embodied both realities simultaneously. Greatness often walks beside terrible darkness. Childhood suffering shaped countless later decisions. Trauma echoed across an entire empire. Personal wounds influenced national destiny profoundly. Private grief became public catastrophe eventually. Absolute power magnified inner fears dramatically. Unchecked suspicion destroyed precious relationships completely. Even brilliant minds require trusted companions. Isolation rarely creates lasting wisdom alone. Every ruler remains deeply human ultimately. Every human carries invisible emotional battles. History remembers actions more than intentions. Consequences outlive every powerful leader forever. Ivan changed Russia beyond imagination permanently. His influence still sparks fierce discussions. Museums preserve reminders of turbulent reign. Ancient chronicles record unforgettable dramatic events carefully. Artists painted heartbreaking scenes repeatedly afterward. Writers explored complicated psychological struggles continuously. Legends surrounded his mysterious personality forever. Facts blended with enduring folklore gradually. Truth remained difficult, uncovering completely always. Every generation asks identical questions again. Could tragedy have been prevented earlier? Could compassion replace consuming fear instead? Those answers remain forever uncertain today. History rarely offers perfect clarity ever. Ivan's name still inspires fascination worldwide. His story warns future generations powerfully. Fear alone cannot sustain lasting peace. Trust remains civilization's strongest foundation always. Compassion strengthens leadership beyond ruthless authority. Wisdom requires courage facing inner darkness. Broken hearts sometimes break entire nations. Healing matters before power ever does. Humanity outlasts crowns and empires forever. Every choice shapes tomorrow's remembered history. Great rulers accept difficult, honest truths. Greatest victories conquer inner fears first. Ivan never fully won that battle. Russia paid the painful price together. His legacy remains impossible ignoring today. Neither hero nor complete monster entirely. Simply profoundly complicated and unforgettable forever. History deserves careful, balanced understanding always. Every story holds multiple hidden perspectives. Every legend contains fragile human emotions. Remember lessons beyond dramatic headlines always. Power without trust invites lasting tragedy. Fear never truly creates lasting loyalty. History still whispers Ivan's name. The choice remains ours forever.